You're one of the heroes helping us on November 21st at the Saban Theater in Beverly Hills when we take the stage to do a special benefit, a performance of A Christmas Carol, or Combat Radio's Christmas Carol for a Cure for NMOSD and pediatric cancer patients.
Mhm.
But this will be a fun one because it's the first time you've done it, and you'll be back with some of your co-stars, Rico Ross, Paul Reiser,
Mhm.
crazy man, and and some other friends, Clancy Brown, Ron Perlman. Have you worked with Ron Perlman before? I feel like you have.
No, no, I have not. Nor
Because
Clancy Brown. So
oh,
I
so
admire.
this will
Yeah.
be it though. This will be the credit.
Oh, right.
But I want to,
Exactly.
yeah, this will be good. I wanted to actually ask you. You worked with Richard Donner.
Hmm.
He had the best office on the Warner Brothers lot when I was there. When I started in the mailroom before I got in feature development, it was Sinatra's old lot, and he would call everybody kid.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But did he call you kid too?
Yep.
Yeah, he called everybody kid. But I have a hard time thinking of like a nicer guy in the business.
Oh yeah.
Can you just because for nostalgic reasons, can you give me like maybe a Donner story or two or some moment with him that
Yeah. I
made
mean,
you
he's
think?
like a big dad,
Mhm.
so kind of a huge bear of a man in his
Yeah.
personality. What I recall was when I was working on Lethal Weapon 2 with him, and I was that was where I was supposed to, jump off the diving board, and I get blown up with all the cops.
Right.
And I had when I started filming, I was pregnant. Just a few, weeks, the earliest time, but I looked
Hmm.
at the schedule and I was like, okay, I see where it's blocked and I'm going to be fine. However, as things happen in films, there was a drop in a pickup, and that scene was scheduled for like 2 months later.
Oh,
So I was very excited about just, the pay, the extra pay.
right.
However, I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be like 5 months pregnant or 6 months or something. So told the wardrobe, and she was like, oh, you know what? We gotta go tell Dick. We gotta just tell him what his thoughts are on the thing. So she
Right.
she goes, we go to the office and we go in there, and she says, so she's pregnant. And
Mm.
then Dick said, does she know who the father is? Because I was single. And she's like, of course she knows who the father is. Nick, just calm down. We just want to know about the
Well, he
scheduling.
was kidding, right? He was joking.
You know what? I don't know if he was joking.
Mm.
He knew I wasn't married and I was single. And he was, he's just that
Right.
kind of a guy. And he was like, yeah, we'll shoot her from the, I don't know how they shot me. I was just like, shoot me, just make me look good.
Yeah. So that, it's funny because Spielberg's assistant, Mark Marshall, worked with Donner for a long time on like, what's that HBO and horror anthology they did? Tales from the Crypt.
Uh-huh.
And he said one day he was running an errand for Dick and his car caught on fire and he felt terrible because he pulled over to the side of the road and spent hours putting the fire out. And he got back and Donner was like, "Where have you been?" He's like, "You're not going to believe it, but my car caught fire." And so he explained the situation. Donner's like, "Well, okay, whatever." And then later, the the fire turned out to be something related to wiring in this Mitsubishi. And he told Richard that he was trying to get the dealership to pay for it and they wouldn't. So he said Donner picks up the phone and calls the head of the dealership and says, "Listen, I need you to pay for this guy's car. I need to give him a new car. Whatever you got to do, I need you to do it." And they're like, "No, we're not doing it." And he said, "If you don't do it, then in my next movie, I'm going to have a carload of nuns in your vehicle go off the side of the road and have it explode into flames." And he just told him this whole story. And I guess they paid for the car, but it was like, it showed so much about like Donner to like get involved and be like, "I'm going to call them," and threaten to put a scene with nuns dying in your vehicle. Anyway, it's just one of those things where you go, "Yep, I could see why everyone loved that
Hi
guy."
there, everybody. Voice actor Roger Craig Smith here to talk to you about NMOSD. It can paralyze you, it can blind you, it can even kill you in a matter of minutes, but we are very close to a cure. And with that cure could come a cure for cancer. So please go to the Guthrie Jackson Foundation and donate today. Appreciate it.